Welcome to this Google Drive screencast where we're taking a look at storing and sharing files. In this screencast, we're specifically going to take a look at folders in Google Drive. Here I am in Google Drive. To create a folder, I simply go to Create Folder. You can also click this little New Plus folder button up here. That'll create a folder as well. When I create a folder right now, it's going to be put in My Drive. Any folders you make are automatically added to My Drive. Should point this out, and I'll zoom in and make this a little bigger over here. When you're looking at My Drive, there's a little arrow next to it. This little arrow allows you to open or collapse being able to see your folders over on this left side. I personally like leaving this open, meaning the arrow is in the down position, because then I can see all my folders over here and jump in and out of them. By clicking on a folder, the font of the folder changes to red, so that tells me this is the area I'm looking at. It also says up here, I'm looking in the My Drive EdTech Challenge area, so you get a little breadcrumb trail here of whatever folder you're looking in. That is good to know too, to always click back on My Drive so My Drive is red to see whatever's at that uppermost level of your folder structure. When I go to the folder, or if I mouse over the folder rather, I get this little option arrow here on the right side of the folder name. I can click on that arrow, and that gives me an option menu for that folder. So some things to point out here. Some that I'll spotlight. You can share a folder just like you can share Google Drive files, so you get all the same types of choices. If I go into share there, I can add certain people to this folder. I could change this folder so anyone with the link to this folder could see all the files in that folder. It is important to know when you add other users on here, if they are editors, you have to be careful that anyone who is an editor does not delete or move any files out of that folder, because it will take them out for everyone else. Other choices from this option menu, I could organize this folder if I wanted to make this a subfolder within another folder. If I hit organize, I could check box where I want that folder to appear under. So if I wanted that folder to appear under Google Apps, I would check that and hit OK, and that would move that folder under there. If I need to rename it, maybe I made a spelling error, I could rename it. Change color, this allows you to give a color to the folder. So if I was going to choose this red here, this helps when you're looking for files. If I go into my all items area and I see all my files here, after a file name, you'll see in the all items area what folder that file is currently in. So that's just, and it's color coded. That's just a good way to kind of visualize where your folders are if you kind of set up a color coding system for yourself. Download, I can download all the files in this folder all at once. So let me give an example of that here. If I click on this Google Apps folder and I go to download, I can choose all my Word or all my Google documents to be downloaded as Word file types or PDF file types. I could choose all my presentations to be downloaded out of Google Drive as PDF or PowerPoint. So you kind of get the gist there, and then I can hit OK. This takes everything from that folder and does a zip file of it. So if you ever have to get your stuff out of Google Drive, it's a great way to do that if you have everything in a folder or a few folders. And if I need to delete or remove this folder, that's also here in this option menu. So those are some of the features related to folders. So now putting things in folders. Let me go back to My Drive. Here are some files. Let's say I want to put these files into that folder. I recommend people use the checkboxes because you're deliberately saying I want these files. Then you come up here and you click on Organize. So I want these files to go into the EdTech Challenge folder. By clicking on this folder, you get the little check mark there, and you can hit Move, and all those files will disappear. I'm still looking in My Drive. These files aren't technically in My Drive anymore. They're in the EdTech Challenge folder. So if I go to EdTech Challenge, no matter if it's from here on the left side or here on the main page, this is the same folder. This shows now all those files are in there. So that is kind of how you use folders, organize folders. If you do share folders to others, or if others have shared folders to you, those will show up in the Shared With Me area. So if I click on Shared With Me, so this is red, and I click on Title, this will organize everything that's in this area by title, starting with the folders first. Maybe I'll find a folder in here that I want to check and add to My Drive. If I hit the check mark here and choose Add to My Drive, or I could organize this into as a subfolder of another folder. When I choose that, the folder will still show here in Shared With Me, but if I go back to My Drive now and I open this up, we'll see that that NGA survey results folder will also show here. So you can decide what goes into My Drive, what shows in My Drive, how you organize your folders in My Drive. So that's just kind of a quick overview of folders, and we'll touch on some other things as needed. Thanks for watching.